guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a 34-week pregnancy update, and I have gotten a lot of questions, so I have them marked down and I want to try to touch on all of them. So first things first, weight gain. So when I was pregnant with my twins, it was the same thing. I basically just have a basketball belly, and that is where I gained all my weight. So I started at 125 pounds. Last time I was at the doctor, I was 147. So I have gained 22 pounds, which is pretty good. With my twins, I think I gained almost 60. So no issues with the weight gain area. I am not concerned about my weight gain at all. I'm just keeping on eating, trying to snack. I also have gestational diabetes, and I am diet controlled, so I am not on insulin. My numbers were fine in the beginning. I have a video about it, but my numbers were fine in the beginning when I was eating just normal food, and now I am trying to be more diligent with checking my blood sugar and making sure it's okay. So my fasting numbers, which is the numbers you wake up first thing in the morning, are always fine. And then throughout the day, I try to check an hour after each meal. I just try to keep an eye on the recommended amount of carbs. It's not just sugar, it's your total carbs. And I've been trying to keep an eye on that, but honestly, it hasn't really limited me. So for example, last night I wanted to eat the second half of my little pint of ice cream. So I just checked my blood sugar after dinner, and it was around 100. And I knew if I gave it like another hour, it would be down in like the 80s or 90s, and I would be fine to eat that ice cream. So it's really just keeping an eye. Sometimes it's a little higher and you just have to, be careful. And when my blood sugar is above the 140 threshold, I usually try to just drink water or walk. And if it's consistently above the 140, I would need to call the dietitian and potentially be on insulin. But so far I've been able to, I've had maybe 2 numbers higher, and I've walked and gotten those numbers down. So it really hasn't been a big issue. So I'm just I'm not limiting my food. I'm not watching my weight. I'm just making sure I keep snacking and consistently gaining. 22 pounds is fine. I'm not concerned. It's probably, I don't know what the average is. Every body type is different. I am a very slender body type, just gained in my belly. And so, yeah, and I gained a lot more with my twins. It's not a concern. I lost it. You don't have to worry about your weight gain unless the doctor's concerned. I'm not worried. So the next question I got a lot is, do I have stretch marks? So with my twins, I delivered at 33 weeks. I got stretch marks right around 32 weeks. I thought I wasn't gonna get them, and I got them under my stomach, my inner thighs. So I still have those from last time, but I have no new ones, and those aren't stretching out, if that makes sense. So I guess the answer is no. I don't have any new stretch marks. I just have what I had before. And I'll show you what I've been using. So with my twins, I used this Shea Moisture's raw shea butter. I do really like this. The problem with this is it stains your clothes. It's a solid, and when you kind of get it warm, it heats up and becomes a liquid, and you can rub it on, and it is fantastic. The problem is my shirts got like hard almost from this. So this is really something I would say you have to put on and let completely dry before you put your clothes on. So I haven't really been using it this time because I had to throw away a bunch of shirts from it. So I don't know if it'd be better mixed with something. I'm not sure, but this is good because it's very moisturizing, but I haven't been using that. Instead, what I've been using, I made my own belly oil. So I use Young Living, and this was a mixture of coconut oil, the liquid, almond oil, and jojoba oil. And then I put drops of frankincense, which is really good for your skin, lavender, which is really good for your skin, and Gentle Baby, which is really good for your skin. And I've been putting a drop of that in my hand, rubbing it over my belly, and don't forget your boobs. And then I've been topping it off with, I use lavender Young Living lotion. I also like Shea Moisture's lotion. So a pump of whatever lotion on top. And that has been working really, really well. The other thing I've been doing is I purchased Earth Mama's organic nipple butter. I love it. It smells like chocolate. It definitely has cocoa in it. And I've already started using this on my nipples and my boobs to try to prep for breastfeeding. So I ordered 2 of these off of Amazon. They weren't that expensive. One's in my pump bag and one I've been using every morning and night just to kind of prep. So that is something I really like. I was asked about maternity pictures. I didn't take maternity pictures with my twins, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I'm not taking maternity pictures this time. I will say I wish I had more candid pictures, and I feel like maybe I should try, you know, asking my husband or something to take more candid pictures. I really just have the pictures with my little letter board that say 34 weeks pregnant. I just have my bump update pictures. I don't really have any other pictures of me pregnant, and we didn't do maternity pictures. We did do newborn photos with the twins, and I did book the same photographer to do newborn family photos with this baby. So that will be our pictures, but I didn't do maternity pictures. I don't really feel like I regret it, and I don't really feel the pull to have them done. It's okay. You know, it's just not something that I felt was super important. Some people it's very important to, and that's totally fine. So I've been using a belly band. I haven't had to use it as much this pregnancy as I did last pregnancy, but I do recommend getting one of these, especially if you work or on your feet all day. And I actually didn't even have to wear it to work, but I always take it with me just in case. I got off of Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. It's just a very simple belly band. You put it under and you tighten it, and it just kind of gives you the extra support. So I haven't really needed it this time. I don't know if it's different pregnancy or just that I'm used to being pregnant with twins, which is a lot harder. But this is something I'm super glad I have when I do need it, and I usually only wear it when I'm working. The other thing continued is I am starting to get a little bit of swelling in my legs, so I am wearing the compression socks when I'm on my feet all day long. Somebody asked me about a pregnant waddle. I am not sure I have the waddle. I think I am walking normal. I think my biggest issue is bending over, or if I lay down on the bed or I sit down, I sometimes struggle to get up. So if I'm outside playing with my kids and I sit on the grass, I probably look like a disaster trying to get up because I have to like roll over on my knees and try to stand myself up. So I have the pregnant baby deer on ice when I'm trying to get up, but I wouldn't say I'm like waddling. Again, I think it's how I carry the baby, just in the front. I think everybody carries different. I think everybody has a different, you know, problems, but I guess maybe if someone else saw me, they'd say I was waddling, but I'm not really sure. I am having trouble getting up off the ground, bending over to get stuff. When I'm sitting on the couch and my daughter asks for something, she'll be like, push, push, and she'll push my back to help me up. So I am struggling in that area. I still have Braxton Hicks. I wouldn't say they're worse, but again, they only happen when I sit down to try to relax. And it's just around my belly button. It gets very hard and uncomfortable. So I would anticipate them getting worse as we go along. I don't think I'm drinking enough water, no matter how hard I try. I just don't think I'm getting in enough water. And I think that is not helping. So I'm just doing the best I can. The newest pregnancy symptom that I have is shortness of breath. So you can probably tell here I'm kind of short of breath. I'm still sleeping in bed, but even if I'm propped up, I'm kind of like having trouble just getting a deep breath. And if I have to walk upstairs to get something out of the kids' room, I'm very short of breath. If I have to walk from here to the kitchen, honestly, I'm short of breath. You kind of feel ridiculous, but on the same hand, you're pregnant. So what are you going to do? You know? So that is that. And then my biggest issue right now is blood sugar, keeping a close eye on my blood sugar. Like I said, I'm on prednisone for the ulcerative colitis stuff, which can affect your blood sugar. So I'm just trying to manage all that, keep my blood sugars in check, because as much as I crave that bagel or whatever, I know it's super important to try to keep, you know, everything in check for the baby and to keep her nice and healthy. I still don't have any like embarrassing pregnancy symptoms. I know people ask about like gas. I don't really have any of that. My biggest issue is having to pee all the time now. So in bed, I wake up multiple times a night having to pee. And when I'm out on errands, I have to pee. And I haven't peed my pants yet, but I can totally understand why people do, because I will have to pee and then suddenly the baby will move and must squish my bladder. And then it's like, you have to go. Like, you have to go right now and you have to go pee right now. So that's really my biggest thing. It's waking me up in the middle of the night having to pee. She's moving a lot. The other day, I actually was nervous that I was gonna go into labor, but I think she was moving. I was feeling her feet up here. Now I feel her feet more in the middle. So next week I have a scan and we'll see if she's head down. But I think she was moving in there, and it made me feel very like I couldn't get away from myself. But then it went away after I rested. So this is all new territory for me. My water broke with my twins at 33 weeks. So every week that I'm pregnant, I'm thankful for getting closer and closer to 36 weeks, 37, 38. Like, I am thankful for every week that I am pregnant. And yeah, so that is the update. Things are going well. I'm getting very tired. My twins are exhausting me, but we're making it through, and I am excited. Nesting more. I have most things packed. The next thing's hospital bags. So there will be a video on my hospital bag. I need to pack that and just have it ready just in case. And I'm just doing last minute things, grabbing last minute things just so I'm prepared. And yeah, so that is the update, and I hope that everyone is doing great. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will do my best to answer them in the next video next week when I do an update. And I will leave you with a bump.